Hi, I'm Jennifer Scutchfield, 7th District Council Member. I'm joined today by Ramona Fry to talk about, is that right? Yeah. Talk about Jacobson Park and the updates and new things we have to expect here in the very near future. Ramona, go ahead and tell us a little bit about you and what your role is.
Okay. I'm a landscape architect and principal with Element Design. And our role in this project is really as the lead designer for a whole new park playground concept for Jacobson Park. Our initial first steps were to take a look at the existing playground and to assess its condition and viability moving forward in the future. So we took some time early on to do that. We looked at the condition of the equipment, its viability in terms of the differences of play experience of the equipment, accessibility for a range of all children and adults, all ages and all abilities, and really what the play value was in the existing playground.
I know, taking a look at the playground, I helped build this playground when I was in college, and so I do have fond memories. My children have played at it. What were some of the difficulties in trying to, I guess, renovate or maintain the current play or the former playground, and why did we have to decide to start over?
Well, there were several issues at hand with the existing playground. A lot of the equipment, the condition of a lot of the equipment was so bad or so poor that it really could not be salvaged for the intent that it was originally constructed. Some of the core play pieces, some of those that we all look on most fondly, were also in such poor condition they needed a great deal of renovation. But beyond that, they really were not accessible in any way that they could be viably changed or altered to be universally accessible to all playground users. In addition, a lot of them, they did not meet current building code requirements, so as we would go in and look at renovating them, the cost to do so, to bring them up to current standards, we felt really was so prohibitive and really would change the very nature so much of the existing play equipment that a fresh look at the playground was needed.
When we talk about current standards, this is not just safety, this is also ADA compliance.
Correct.
So could we even have done that with the old playground?
Not with the existing playground. There were so many level changes within the structures, ramps and things as an example that were too narrow for current standards, and then so many steps and level changes that didn't meet current accessibility. Really, it wasn't a playground where someone with mobility issues or vision issues, as an example of two different issues, could really navigate around well at all. And so changing the equipment to meet those requirements really would have resulted in such a basic change to the entire play structure that we felt it really was the time to take a fresh look at it. In addition, the existing play structure, while the wood equipment has a great deal of charm to it, it's very difficult to maintain and has some inherent safety issues with it when children play.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about what we can expect with the new playground. Tell us how it's divided up.
Well, the new playground is a much larger playground than the existing playground was, and it includes a variety of different play areas. So while the former playground was really composed of some main structures, the new playground has more of a wide-reaching concept, more of a play area in a park or garden concept. And so there are areas for a wide variety of children. There are the traditional areas, the 5 to 12 play area, the 2 to 5 play area. We've also designed for an under 2 area to include a variety of safe experiences for very young children that include, a trail, tactile experiences, a lot of different opportunities for them. And then there are also some areas for creative play where children will have an opportunity to use materials to build things. There are ideas about a dry stream bed and some different interaction that helps to kind of tell the tale of the site and where we're at, and water and the lake. And then also the notion of bringing a lot of more landscape into the playground itself. You know, the former playground was really a structure in a sea of mulch, and so the idea here is to bring a lot of different textures and experiences in the new playground.
Now, I know we say we're dividing it up into age levels, but all of the areas are open to any child,
That's
correct?
correct. That's correct. Certain play equipment is designed for certain age groups, and that's when we say 5 to 12, 2 to 5, that type of thing. But the entire playground is open to all users, and in fact, one of the novelties with it is the idea that there will be pathways that link all of these play areas, so children can run and make a circuit running between different play experiences. There'll be elevation changes, which the existing playground did not have. So there'll be some areas that are up higher, some areas that are up lower, and some opportunities for children to run across bridges and down some earth berms, and to have a variety of experiences with the landforms themselves.
What else can you tell us about, or I guess let's go on to when do we expect this to be completed if the weather cooperates?
If weather cooperates, which is always a challenge in the spring, our goal is to have the playground finished and open at some point in June of this summer.
Can you think of anything else that we should know about the upcoming new playground?
Well, I think one other thing I'd like to emphasize, two other things really. One being the universal accessibility of the playground. So that was very important to us, that the play experience be something that children of all ages and abilities could enjoy, and not just them, but the people that come to the park with them, whether it's grandparents, mom and dad, aunts and uncles, those types of things, so that every part is accessible, every part is interesting to all users of the park. There are places to sit in the shade, there are places where you can watch your child or you can engage with your child. So that variety of experience that really is for everyone was very important to us. And then I'd like to also mention the notion of really bringing a sense of place into this playground design, which as much as we love the existing playground, is similar to a lot of playgrounds across the country. And so we wanted to make this playground special to this place, so that it tells a story about water because we're located on a lake, that it tells the story of some of our local cultural resources like stone and wood fences and different materials, landscape materials that we find that are native here. So the idea of really giving materials that offer a sense of place to this playground and let you know that you're at Jacobson Park in Lexington, Kentucky.
And I think we'll take a look at a lot of things coming up into the budget season with the mayor. We have the possibility to expand this playground over the years, connect it to what's already existing. I know we've talked about trying to bring in splash pads if possible. I know that wasn't within your scope,
Right.
but we have discussed with the aquatic plan that we looked at. You know, it's got great things. It's got stroller parking. I know when I had kids, one of the things that I hated was leaving the strollers way up at the top. So we have lots of things to look forward to.
We do, and we've really tried to bring in a lot of different aspects and ideas and thoughts into the design, and incorporate a lot of what we know and have learned, and a lot of what we've heard from the public into the final design.
Yeah, I think one of the big things is we have to realize that just because it's new doesn't mean it won't be better.
We certainly hope it'll be better. We certainly hope it'll be something that people enjoy, and we think, as you mentioned, that there's a lot of opportunities to expand and grow the playground as the future holds.
Well, Ramona, thank you so much for joining us out here today, and I hope people are able to see your images of what the playground would be, and look forward to bringing their children and grandchildren and future children out to visit Jacobson Park.
Well, thank you very much.